I'm Allie, and this is my story. So, growing up, my parents have been divorced as long as I can remember, and that comes with pros and cons. Luckily, I just have two parents that are so loving and supportive of me, and just are great at communicating not only with me, but with each other. The only hard part, I would say, was growing up, I had two churches that I went to, same faith, but every other weekend I'd kind of flip back and forth between, and I didn't really know too much about my faith, and I never really asked about my faith. I was a very stoic or independent child, and that can, get pretty tough, like when you struggle with eating disorder, depression, anxiety, just loss of many loved ones, an unhealthy relationship, it just can be so much to bear. And going into college, I was bearing all those weights, and I thought distracting myself with full course load, pledging a sorority, having a job, having extracurriculars, and joining campus ministry, I thought that, maybe that would take my mind off of some of these things. And in reality, one of those things just completely turned my life around. So it was the beginning of the fall semester of my freshman year, and I was invited to go to this campus Crusade for Christ meeting by one of my friends, Becca. And when you walk in, there's all these dirty rocks on these chairs, and the speaker kind of gets to talking about them. He says, those rocks are they're us, they're people, they're dirty. If you try to scrub away, your sins and mistakes and everything that you've try to do it yourself, you're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to make it better. And I was just looking at this rock like, shoot, this is me. I've been trying to scrub away at all my mistakes and issues for the longest time. Never tried to, find hope in anything else. And that's when he just starts talking about Jesus, how he came down to save, not condemn us, how he wants to love us, how he wants to save us and bear all our burdens. And at that moment, something just resonated with me. And when he said, you could go throw that dirty rock away and get this clean new one, which I have right here, I was up and out of my chair as fast as, he said go. And at that moment, I just found peace within myself, that my burdens were placed on someone else. I was loved and I was saved. And over these past 2 years, things haven't been perfect, but I haven't just exchanged a rock, but I've exchanged independence for dependence on a God that just loves me so much deeper and stronger than anything else in this world. And I really didn't trade it for anything, because even when, the tough times kind of creep back in, Christ, he's just totally someone that's so worth depending on. And that's my backstory. What's yours?